Hello everybody, it's Talking Real Estate with Star. I'm one of her co-stars. I'm Jeff, and her other co-star is Michelle. And what are we talking about today, Michelle?
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about our listings, a little bit about the market, lots of stuff going on, and I guess we're going to talk about the plate of cookies you have in your hand.
I love cookies.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Anyway, a lot of action going on. If you watch market in a minute, a lot of houses are reducing the price. As we said, last 3 weeks it was like 100, and then this week was like 120 or 100 and something.
Reduced?
Reduced.
124.
124. So basically, there were 580 houses last week. Now we're at 650 or something. So out of 650, 120 are reduced. That's about 20%.
Yeah.
So everybody that's coming on, and did everybody miss the boat? I don't know, but I was at a Cadillac dealer. My little clicker went out on the car. I'll tell this cute story real quick. I was at the Cadillac dealer the other day. They were fixing it. Guy comes in and he was talking, he saw my name tag. He was talking real estate. He said, yeah, we listed our house for $525, and we ended up selling it for $475. It was on the market 4 months. And I'm going, wow, you called the wrong realtor. I didn't tell him that. But that's okay. Hey,
all right, so let's talk about this market.
People get excited. They still think that everything's going up. They are watching TV because now the news, if you watched it today, the national broadcast, the local Bay News 9, which we advertise on, now they're adjusting. Just a couple weeks ago, remember? Mm-hmm. They had the things where everybody was getting 55 offers on their house. Now they're showing signs of houses being reduced.
Yeah. So here's what I think, and take it for what it's worth.
I'll take it.
Okay. So the market, how it's been for the last year and a half, 2 years, is when you went to price the house, you could price it for the future. So you could go up a 5 or a 10 because that's how they were rolling up. And then what happened in the last 4 weeks, we saw it 4 or 5 weeks ago, because
well, actually,
we have a lot to see.
Ago, but yeah.
But something was changing, and I would say now, with the things that we've done in the last couple weeks and the things going under contract now, the best way, if you want to sell your house, not just play the market, to see what's going to happen. That's what you play when you're playing the future numbers. But if you want to sell your house, all the prices are good. They're all good. So have us or have your agent go bring you the comps of what just sold. And that's where you should be.
Yeah, you can't be 25,000 over.
Before, the appraiser would have to give numbers of what they thought it would be for a fully updated house, mm-hmm, or a partially updated house, and they didn't have the comps to go by it, so they would inch that thing up. Mm-hmm. Well, now, when you go out and you have your comps and you have 3 houses that are completely updated, that's your comp, not more. You can't be more updated than updated. So you want to comp your house apple to apple. So if you got these houses that are all updated and your house is updated, well, then there's your price. It's not going to be more because we're not going in the more section. We're there. And if your house isn't completely updated, you could price it at that apple to apple and see what the buyer wants to do. But just, in common sense, mm-hmm, you would know your house would be probably a little less. But, with us, where you want to price your house is your business. Our job is to market and sell your home. But if you really want to move on with your life and sell your house, you really need to start looking at those comps. We're not playing in futures. We're now playing in presents. And, you don't want to get 20, 30 days down the road and have it not appraised. So that's where we're at there.
I got another cute story. My favorite daughter, my only daughter, lives in Kansas City. They moved from, if you watch us every week, you'll know this, they moved from Winston-Salem to Kansas City. They bought their house September or October last year for $256. Not a house for sale anywhere around them. In their neighborhood of 140 or 50 houses. And if you watched 2 or 3 weeks ago, there were 3 houses for sale in her neighborhood. The exact same model that she has, that she paid over $250 for, just went under contract. They reduced it to $247.5, and it went under contract. So that means my little daughter just lost $10,000 on the value of her home in 6 months.
Yeah.
So she said, Dad, what do we do? I said, you don't have to do anything. You're not moving.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're not moving, who
There's nothing-
cares?
who cares?
When the prices were going skyrocketing and you're watching Zillow, that's like watching the stock market. If you didn't buy the stock,
Yeah, if
it
you're
didn't
not
matter.
if you're not moving, it doesn't matter what's going on.
No, and
But
you
she
know.
was all like worried, and I said, Marion, you're not moving.
Yeah.
You just finished the basement, you did this, you did that. In our neighborhood where we live, there's now 5 houses for sale in the neighborhood. 4 weeks ago, we couldn't find any. There weren't any.
Yeah.
Or,
So
you know,
that's
so-
all good. That's about the sell. But as far as a buyer goes, you now have more to choose
Yeah,
from.
there's 600.
You now have
Yep.
real comps to support the price you're going to bid on. You know, you're not having to, you know, negotiate that you're going to pay more than it appraises.
Yep.
Pretty much, you know. So
One of the unique things is we just talked to I just talked to today on one of the sellers on a house right over here in Bear Creek, and wasn't Briar Patch, it was the other one anyway. They called us up thanking us, blah 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 blah, and everything went fine. We sold their house for $10,000 over appraisal, over list price, and it was a cash buyer, so it didn't matter. He said, Jeff, the house down the street, which is just like ours, just came on the market for $20,000 less than we sold our house for. I said, well, congratulations, yours appraised before.
yeah,
There's, you know, it's
I think that guy, his was cash.
yeah, it was cash.
Yeah.
It was cash. Remember, the mother-in-law, where everybody's moving, we saw like 3 of their houses.
Right.
They're all moving in the next, I think, week. They had pre-signed all the documents, thanked me for doing all that, but they said, yeah, our neighbor down the street listed for $20,000 less than we sold our house for, and they have the same model and just as nice. I said, well, they, you know, you put your house under contract 6 weeks ago at the right time, and which was funny because I doubt if any investors now are paying.
No, I was just gonna say, I was
Okay.
waiting for you to get done. I was gonna talk about how the investors are now coming in so low.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the point where, you know, it's not
It's
even
almost
worth
embarrassing.
doing it. And one of the people who we've sold a couple of our houses to, that is an investor who, you know, was paying
Top
more,
dollar.
paying top dollar. You know, they put renters in it. So
Yeah.
rental is off the rocks right now. But he said the other day, because I said, you know, we might have had another house that fit into their profile, and he said, well, our people are now coming in low.
Lower.
Are you barking at Logan?
Anyway, we're back from our quick break. While you were away and we were away, Logan, who is our listing manager, stopped in to bring us a whole bunch of folders. Logan, say hi to everybody.
How's it going, everyone?
Star.
This is our weekly podcast. Logan, tell them what you do real quick for us.
So what I do is after you guys list them, I give them a call to set up a photo and measurements appointment and get all the documents and stuff to scan and upload the listing. I'll do the write-up, I'll do the input, and pretty much what you see on the market is what I did.
Yes.
So it's behind the scenes, but it's not.
So the process, how long does it take from when we give you the blue folder that it's listed until you get the house on the market, time-wise?
So it depends on them, but if they're ready to go, 24 hours.
Okay, so but how many hours do you have in it? In other words, is it 20 minutes? Is it 3 hours? Is it 4 hours?
The input and photo part takes about 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
And the photos when we get to their appointment, it takes about 30, 45 minutes.
Okay, so basically what we're saying is once we hand you the blue folder, like here's a blue folder and we hand it to you,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes you about 5 hours to get that listing into the system
Yes.
and ready to push the button to go.
Yes.
And that's your job.
Mm-hmm.
So your job is to make us look really good.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty
And
much.
so far, how many houses have we closed so far this year, Michelle? 66 or 64 or something?
We've In the last 6 months, we've closed 62.
Okay, so we've closed over 60 houses. That means Logan has been to, put the paperwork together for at least 60. How many do we have under contract?
20.
So we have 20, so that puts us at
21. Well, Galleon closed today, so
Galleon closed.
21 pending, 15 active.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the numbers. So it's 21, 15, and 60. That's basically about 100 houses you've been to already this year.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna close, I hope to close at 155. We're gonna probably
I think
break
it's
that.
167.
Yeah, we're gonna break that number. She said that the other day in a text. You really wanna do 167?
I think it's an inevitable thing.
It's inevitable because we just keep getting all
Because
these referrals.
Because how many we're bringing on and how many we're putting under contract, that's you know.
Okay,
I
now,
think it'll be 160.
he
Last
is-
year I said 155, 156.
yeah, and we hit it right on the
we hit it
button.
right on the number.
So Logan he's our listing manager. Michelle's gonna explain real quick, what does Zach do for us?
Well, Zach is our closing coordinator. So what his job is once we go under contract, he goes and he gets things signed. He talks to the other agent when it's time for setting up appointments.
Right.
Also, if there's repairs to be done, he makes sure the seller is up to date on that. Basically, everything from contract
Tell
to
everybody
close.
what happened yesterday with one of our houses in Trinity. When he went to see the people and
Oh.
they had already.
Yeah, so
didn't
we
tell
needed
us.
an addendum signed for the house over in Trinity. So he went there, and the sellers moved to the assistant living home, but the estate people were there. So Zachary, you know, we're just doing our things, we don't even know, but thank goodness, because what he did was he talked to the estate people and he found out a son's phone number. So he called the son and asked where the parents were, and the son was like, he did not know that they left.
He didn't know either.
So he got, he said, well, Zach found out where they went, so he got that number, got a hold of them, found out they moved in there. So then he called the son back and told him where his parents were. So
Everybody's happy now. So thank goodness for
but
Zach.
that's what Zach does, and man,
Well, he does more than just that.
no, I know, but I mean, he just kind of
Well, one of the
takes care.
cute
Just
things.
like Logan.
We're
when-
here to take care of headaches.
Yeah.
Yes.
But just like Logan, when we list a house, and there's stuff that he just does it, and
We don't even know what he's doing.
We don't know.
But
We
he's been
just-
trained to do all those
yeah,
things.
because he's been doing
It's a well-oiled machine. In order to
It
make
is.
a machine work, you have to have all parts
Yeah.
That's right.
contribute.
That's right.
So
and then we have one more person on the team.
okay,
that
so
does
then
it.
we have Kyra, who's really Logan and Zachary's assistant. She answers the phone all day. She fields, you know, calls that come in, people who might want us to come out. She takes them, but her job is to assist. She's more office-based, or she's not in the office, but home
Yeah.
office-based. And her job is to make Logan and Zachary's job easier.
Right.
So we kind of got you and I, and then those two and those, and then we have
Other
Debbie.
people. Debbie, my wife.
Debbie orders up signs. Debbie puts stuff. She makes sure the MLS is current. You know, she does whatever Jeff has her do, which is
Mhm.
probably a lot of stuff.
Files, she does.
What was that? A lot of stuff. Because we're busy.
She like today. Logan came by. How many files did you bring?
I brought about 17 to 20 folders.
Yeah, there's 20 folders that he brought for
Deb
Debbie,
now has
From
to-
this month only.
which is
Yeah.
okay because she doesn't have to do it in any kind of a speed. It's
Right.
Just
Well,
over
she
the
just
time.
needs to archive them and
Yeah,
have
get
them
them,
running. and that.
organized and all those wonderful
And then
things.
we have Bruce, who he works with people who are looking to buy. He mostly works with our sellers who want to buy, and Logan and him do that. And then he also, we have a compliance type of software, and he makes sure that everybody does.
Every step of the way
He's
is
the
taken care
checklist person. Don't you love that checklist?
He loves
Yes.
checks. Between him and Deb, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so he
Him
has
and
the
Deb and
checklist.
checklists and addendums.
Yeah.
It's just
Very
crazy.
organized. They're very organized.
Mhm.
They,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Unlike-
And you gotta have, unlike us.
Yeah.
No, I'm the most organized person I know, right, Michelle? Because you're in the
Yes.
car with me.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, so Logan, thanks a lot for stopping in.
Thanks, guys.
And
thank
this is
you.
this is my baby here.
And so now we're
What's
gonna
up,
talk
Star?
about, what does Star do in this whole operation? Well,
Star is kryptonite.
she's kryptonite.
She's our
She
kryptonite.
joined the team probably
You gonna
8
get her?
weeks ago now.
She's like, pick me up.
Pick me
me
up.
up, brother.
She joined the team about 8
I
weeks
can't
ago,
run.
and she's in all of our latest 6 commercials.
Mhm.
And people call us up and they want to know why Star isn't there when we're getting their house listed sometimes.
I know. We'll walk up and they're like, "Where's
Where's
Star?" Well,
But the cutest thing is when I go to get wet signatures on contracts, they want me to swing by Michelle's house to pick up the dog and do all this. And I said, It's only gonna take a couple minutes to get
When
everything
do
done.
Lightning play?
They play tonight
Tonight at 8.
Tonight at 8.
Go Lightning.
Well, that was nice for Logan to stop by.
Logan's the best. Logan, how old is Logan? 24, 25? I can't remember.
Logan is 26.
Logan's now 26. God, that kid's getting older every minute.
Zach is 24.
Zach's 24. Logan's been basically doing stuff for us for years.
Since they started college.
Zach been doing stuff from us since I picked him up from preschool 20-something years ago. He was so
But they're
cute.
all out of college.
They're all out of college.
Yay.
And the
Feather
team is
in
running
my
like
three
a
feathers.
well-oiled machine. In
Mhm.
fact, we were just talking about that yesterday or the day before. And that's all I have for today. Everybody likes cookies. I like cookies.
Yeah.
Michelle likes cookies.
Starlight likes cookies.
Starlight likes cookies. And so I think that's
I
about it.
think that's it. So
Anyway.
if you're looking to sell your home, give us a call. 22 years experience. So I know we're moving into a new market for you, but this is a market we've been through. We know how to get through all these markets because in real estate, everything is secular.
I think we've
you
been
know.
in this market 4 times.
Yep.
People-
So, we know what to do. It hasn't really hiccuped us
and
any.
we're
We just did
proving
a
we're
couple
doing it.
tweaking.
We got 62 closed. We got, what did he say, 18 or 19 under contract? And we have,
Mhm.
I think we got 10 closing this month still.
Yeah, we still
So
have next
we
week.
got,
We'll be
I think
busy.
we got 3 in August and 1 in September. I think that's what
Yeah,
Jeff
we have
put
a
on the board.
September, 1 in September,
Yeah.
3 in August, right now 9 in July,
Yeah,
and then I think we still have 7. Everybody and their brother wanted to list at the end of, or
Yeah.
sell at the end of June. And that's because we had that weird April.
yeah, we had a weird April. July is gonna be a huge month for us. Okay. I'm Jeff Meyer.
I'm Michelle Rain, we're with Star One Realty. Give Star and Jeff and I a call to list or buy a house.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.